Hello guys, today it's time to start talking standard again. I know it's been maybe a year or so since we did it the last time, but my local community has actually stepped up and we're now playing a weekly standard thing. I mean a tournament, and this time I am going to put myself on every single cover match that I do, just so that we can do a Decktech, follow up and check out how we are doing. And I also want suggestions from you guys, all of you out there. It's worth mentioning that when I threw this deck together, and when I say that I threw it together, I really mean that I just threw it together. There was not very much of inspiration, and by the time that I built it I didn't receive my Return to Ravnica cards yet, so I just had to go along with the cards that I picked up on the pre-release and a couple of booster rips. But let's check it out. It's basically a Bant deck, or an iteration of the block deck that was run on Pro Tour Avacyn Restored, where it was block constructed, and yeah, it seemed like fun. The thing is, you get creatures out, they get big, they're unblockable, and you kind of hit really hard trying to get some value here and there, but most of all you just want to hit your opponent faster than they can hit you. And also, I know that everyone who sees this is gonna say, why is there no Geist of Sandtraft in here? Well, that's because my Geist of Sandtrafts are at the Pro Tour at the moment, supporting one of my friends who's playing there, and yeah, that's it. I would most definitely have Geist of Sandtraft in this deck if they were at home. And okay, let's start out with the creatures. I'm sorry for the glare. I will try to make sure that we see every single card here. As I said first, we want creatures, so we're playing Invisible Stalker because you can't block him. We're playing Silverblade Paladin, 2 of them because that's what I had, and just felt like throwing them in there because it's a fun card, can create some funny board states. We have our Avacyn's Pilgrim, mana acceleration, and we have our Borderland Rangers, because yeah, we don't want to stop at 3 mana, and quite a lot of our cards required the right color of the right mana, and a lot of the cards also require 2, especially this guys, which I guess all of you are familiar with, the Wolfia Silverheart, kind of a beater when you pair him up. There is no deck that doesn't have Frag Tusks today, because it's just an insanely good card. So I have 2 of them main deck. I have 1 of the Lone Revenant because I thought, hey, hexproof, why not? And that's about as much thought as I put into those guys. We have our Restoration Angels because they're really good with everything, especially with all the Soulbone cards, where you can make some tricks mid-combat and so on, and change the pairings. We have 2 Champions of Lampholt, making sure that our biggest guys are coming through without worrying about chump blocks. And I'm sorry about the sorry about my voice, guys. Just a little bit cold here, so I hope you can live with that. Okay, so we get a couple of creatures into play, and then we play our Increasing Savagery on them and put 5+1/+1 counters on them. If we put it on this, it becomes a unblockable 6/6, ends the game really fast. Maybe it has double strike, maybe it's a 10/10, and yeah, maybe it's just a super huge creature, but generally you want to put the counters on the on the stalkers, because you don't want to invest all that mana and all that energy into just getting 2 for 1. This card also has flashback, so you get to put twice as much counters on it when you flash it back for 7. Then you put 10 counters on the creature, which happened a couple of times, I think. Or at least it should have happened once. That ends the game really quickly. And to complement that, we have 2 Oblivion Rings to remove anything, 2 Azorian Charms for the lifelink, and yeah, I was predicting tokens, so you can actually put... It becomes a hard removal spell against an attacking token. And let's have a look at our lands. It's just a mishmash of a couple of basics and almost every single jewel that you could get into these colors. Some of my temple gardens were at a friend's place, so I only had 2 at home. And our only utility land is the Gavany Township, which is also a beater, especially with things that already have double strike with the Paladin, or yeah, it's not a bad thing to put counters on your creatures, let's put it like that. Quick check on the sideboard, 1 Detention Sphere because I had one. It was really amazing, I love it. More Oblivion Rings, Terminuses, more Frag Tusks, a Crypt, Tormod's Crypt, Gravehate, Acidic Slimes, 3 of them, 1 Tree of Redemption if some mono-red douche shows up. And this is just for the lols. 3 Deadeye Navigators. I can go all out on the Blinking Plan, you know, if you board in those together with 2 extra Frag Tusks, you basically get 5 life and free for 2 mana. And that, you know, just going to Value Town. I'm sorry about that once again, guys. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I have already recorded the matches with this deck. I will upload them and I will put annotations to them in this video. And let me know what you think, let me know what we could improve, and most of all, please send me ideas for decks that you want to see tested on camera. I'm open for anything. I'm only missing a couple of mythics in Return to Ravnica now, and yeah, so almost anything goes. Send those suggestions either in the comments with a link or mail them to swedenmtg@gmail.com. And also a little bit of a spoiler here. These were our winnings from the pot, and yeah, it went pretty okay, I would say. So until next time, guys, see you later. Bye bye.